NASA knows a secret about you. The U.S. government has a secret about you. The elite have a secret about you. There's a reason that black cells are literally in outer space. Your royal DNA cellular bloodline is filled with the God particle, but it lies dormant within you. Beloved, my name is Vicky Dillard. I received supernatural insight concerning your messenger DNA code from a supernatural messenger. If you're not supernatural, this isn't for you, but if it's for you, you don't want to miss my ancestral messenger DNA code activation part 2 on the most magical date of the year. Don't miss it. The link is below. Signs and wonders follow. Don't miss it. 12/12/21 is your day to ascend into your God particle.
So I know most of you who follow the channel probably remember Amber Guyger. She is the police officer that shot and killed Botham Jean. Now, Amber Guyger, she was sentenced to 10 years, as you well know, but we'll go over the case for people that maybe never even heard about it. But what she's tried to do is appeal her sentence for the second time. And the former Dallas police officer that was convicted of killing Botham Jean in his home has been denied yet again by the Texas Fifth Court of Appeals. It said the first appeal of her conviction was made and rejected this past August. Now, according to the local news, it said Guyger's attorneys sought to undo, a 10-year prison sentence for the 2018 fatal shooting of 26-year-old accountant Botham Jean, who was innocently sitting in his fourth-floor apartment eating a bowl of ice cream when then race soldier Amber Guyger came into his home and shot him dead. Testimony revealed that she lived directly below his apartment and she thought she was entering into her own domicile, believing a stranger had broken in when she shot him. Now, it says that Guyger and her team contend that her use of deadly force was reasonable. It said using that strategy to appeal for a rehearing. It said the Court of Appeals denied their petition. 3 judges, Chief Justice Robert Burns III and Justice Lana Myers and Robbie Kipnis, disagreed and laid out their reasoning in a 23-page ruling, in addition to the collective siding with the earlier courts on the 33-year-old's use of deadly force. They also rejected the notion that evidence supported her being convicted of criminally negligent homicide rather than murder. So Amber Guyger's trial made headlines for a number of reasons, creating a deep divide in Dallas along racial lines. It said 3 days after the shooting on September 6th, she was arrested on a manslaughter charge. During 1 week of hearing evidence from that night, a grand jury rendered a murder indictment. This later led to her conviction that November. Now, a lot of things happened around that time period. We had a sister that called herself Bunny, actually was the one that recorded Amber Guyger right after that happened. That sister gave us an exclusive interview at that time period. And a lot of media outlets was upset with her that they gave us the interview and not them. She definitely stayed on code with a whole lot of things with that. And shout out to her. I heard she's doing well now, and she has a family of her own. So, if she see this video, I hope you reach out to us. We'd just love just to talk with you and see how life is for you now, since you have, moved on, with your life. Also, during that time period, they was hating on her, because people had really supported her in the community. And, they was just trying to discredit her. They were so mad that this sister had got support. Because if her video wouldn't have came out, Amber Guyger could have lied about a whole lot of things. So this sister went through, the people locally messing with her, state police messing with her. She said the feds showed up messing with her just because she recorded a video and exposing Amber Guyger. Now, they said during the 33-minute Zoom hearing with the justice in April, Chief Justice Robert Burns III said Guyger's lawyer, Michael Mola, he said, "You're overlooking the fact that Miss Guyger testified that she intended to shoot Mr. John." So her team pushed back, but was met by a rebuttal by Justice Lana Myers, said there has to be evidence negating the intent to kill. Now, Myers even swiped at her attorney, saying aren't you erroneously mixing mistake of fact, defense, and self-defense justification? Now, they say in November 17th ruling, the three justices noted Guyger testified she intended to kill John when she shot him. In addition, the state introduced evidence that John was living a human being and an individual whose death was caused by the gunshot wound inflicted by Amber Guyger. According to the legally sufficient evidence supports the jury's murder verdict. Now, her grounds for appeal strongly leaned on the self-defense plea. The ruling also shared why the defense is mistaken and Guyger should remain in bars by citing various other cases that set precedent. Now, it said the justice wrote on page 9, if the evidence raises the defense, whether that evidence is weak or strong, unimpeached or contradicted, and regardless of what the trial court may or may not think about the credibility of the evidence, that's what the trial court should provide the instruction. Okay? So they said that in this case, it said mistake of fact would apply if Guyger mistakenly formed a reasonable belief that she negated her intent to kill both of John. But they also continue to say we differentiate matter of fact as a defense from justification. Justification provides a defense to when the conduct in question is justified under Chapter 9 of the Penal Code. So standing on that decision, she will continue to remain in jail, serving her remaining 7 years, but she's up for parole in 2024. So Amber Guyger is not liking her time in the Texas jail at all. She wants out ASAP. Amber, do your time. You know, really 10 years, you actually got off light with that sentence because you should have got the 30 years they was talking about. You should have got 30. I mean, shoot. I mean, you just keep on pressing on and pressing on. You know, an appeal court could actually extend your time. I mean, you really was trying to get out, weren't you? I guess the people in jail not treating you like a little queen anymore because, you know, you police and you a target in there. I know you a target in there. So you shouldn't have went in there to start shooting. Maybe you should have just asked a question instead of pulling your gun. People like Amber is trained to shoot first and ask questions later when it comes to black men. And that's why she's locked up in prison right now. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with Amber Guyger still trying to get out of jail. And we also interviewed on this channel both of John's mother as well. I mean, you can look for those videos on the channel if you would like to check those videos out, the one with Bunny and also the one with both of John's mom. You know, losing your child, and especially in that manner, is something I would never want to experience because I have a son and I wouldn't want to lose him like that.
Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.